Hi, so I'm going to talk about optimizing Unity2D for WebGL, specifically in the context of cool ways to recycle. So first things first, there are the files, temp and library, and these need to be removed after you pull. This is just with respect to cool ways to recycle. Okay, after that, let me show you how to optimize some sprites. So sprites are generally our biggest issue. Anything that's a sprite and that can be done programmatically should be done programmatically. But anyways, let me load the scene. So if you look at this scene, there's purple soda can. Purple soda can needs a packing tag. In fact, all sprites need some kind of a packing tag. A packing tag basically means that a sprite will show up in the sprite sheet that it's told to show up in. So without a packing tag, atlases will not be used. But the thing about packing tags is they can't all have the same packing tag because there's a maximum size for sprites. So we're going to have to use a few different packing tags. You'll be able to tell if a packing tag is fine if you don't get any errors over here. So periodically you should try to build the game, make sure you don't get errors here from having too few packing tags. Okay, so next thing is, let's look at this sprite. Purple soda can. Purple soda can is pretty big. I mean, it's a lot bigger than it needs to be. 3836 by 2352. So let's try to reduce the size. I think we could reduce the size by 4. So, I mean, 959 is still pretty big. But let's just do it anyways. So 959. So now that we've resized it, we need to redefine the boundaries. So okay, so now the sprite should be working. And let's also give it a packing tag. So what's the name of this scene? So squeaky, clean one. Okay, so now if we go back to our game, it's a lot smaller. You see that? Bottom left of the screen. So that's smaller than it should be. So we got to increase the size of the purple soda can by 4. Okay, never mind. For some reason, Unity is already scaling it properly. Okay, so I see. It's not being scaled properly here. Don't know why that is, but let's go back to the sprite. Find references and scene, animate purple soda can. So this is probably what needs to be made 80 and 80. So yes. So for whatever reason, it appears that it's using different sprites for the animation and for just like the static image. I don't think this is a good idea, and I think that that means that we need to remove one of those sprites and just to try to save space. So that's another thing we could do, is delete sprites that are repetitive. And sprites that are too big that can be made Unity animations, we should try to animate them in Unity as opposed to through having several images. Okay, well, I mean, okay, aside from that, actually, there are Mips maps. So Mips maps don't take that much space, but we don't really need them. Let me show you my screen. So we could trim off a little space by disabling Mips maps. The thing is, Mips maps make sprites look better when they're constantly being displayed in different sizes. But all our sprites are just basically the same size, so they can be disabled. Okay, so. And that pretty much wraps up what we need to do. Good thing to keep in mind is we need to make sprites as small as possible, but they still need to look decent at the resolution we render the game, which is at about 900 by 600. Okay, well, I hope this was useful. All right, thank you. Bye.